Hey friends, how you doing? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about fashion in your 50s. I just first off want to say that, I'm not someone who advocates for a very specific way that you have to dress when you reach a certain age. In my mom's generation, that was definitely a huge thing. That is something that's kind of been, I don't know, it's just been wiped out of our modern day era, which is awesome. I have a very sporty style. Obviously, I'm wearing Adidas right now. That is something like just that is my personality. And I think, when you're young, you have certain moments in your life where you find out or pick a certain pair of shoes. And in my case, it was my first pair of burgundy Adidas, and it was all the rage at the time. And I kind of defined who I was wearing Adidas. And there's something about that brand, or maybe it's just who I was. It just kind of fit. And it made me feel the most confident when I was wearing it. And to this day, I still love it. And that is something that I think everyone has the opportunity to seize. And even if you maybe can't think clearly right away of what really defines you, just go into your closet and start picking pieces out like this, like what I've done, and they'll tell a story about who you are. To me, fashion in most cases is ageless, and it should be something that you love and that you feel your most confident and best in. When I approach things, I try to look at the basics of like a capsule wardrobe. It includes, a t-shirt, a button up, a suit jacket or blazer, a trench coat, and a dress or a skirt or both, and the types of pants that you like to wear. For me, I love jeans, and in the summer, I like cooler linen style pants. But, if you went into your closet right now and you laid everything down on the floor and you picked like the best t-shirt or two that you love, and kind of picked your best button up, etc., and you start pairing them with things, you'll see that this is your story. This is your story of style. And to me, like I love listening to fashion stylists because I feel like they kind of have the upper hand or edge when it comes to just kind of finding your own personal style or a personal stylist, and go from there. And in my collection, like as you'll see, this is just kind of like the basics of what I have. But if I look back and I go, oh, okay, I guess I really like color. I guess I really like pattern. I guess I really like black, like simple pieces to accentuate or complement the more pattern filled pieces. For example, going through my t-shirts, like I love a basic tee, but I also, as a designer, I love graphic tees. And graphic tees, they go so well with suit jackets and trench coats and jean jackets and stuff like that. So, I pick or try to find in my travels things that will make sense, like something with a stripe would go well with a dark jacket. Something with a bright color again goes well with a neutral jacket. Those kinds of things. And of course, I'm a jean lover, so t-shirts go well with jeans. Button ups, like there's always your style of button up, but for me, I love a basic kind of like a silky uh, black button up. And that's something that can go with, again, the blazer idea or a pair of jeans, or a skirt. The opportunities are endless and the combinations are endless. You can also find something that has a little more pattern in it, for example. I love black and white, the contrast, as you see with some of the pieces here. And the, dresses, same thing. I'm not really a big fan of long or extravagant dresses. I really like, simple, uh, shorter dresses that offer a bit of looseness in them, are lighter, so it's great in the summer, but they still have a lot of kind of pattern and fun to it. Same with skirts. Skirts, I like to kind of keep things basic. For a long time, I didn't wear skirts, but I started to, knowing that I could, pair it with something fun like a striped tee and a good pair of, for example, sneakers. So, things are fun to kind of balance in your wardrobe. And the pleated skirt, to me, it has that sense of fun and freshness, but you can always play it up or play it down. Another couple pieces in the wardrobe that are pretty good staples for a capsule collection are suit jackets or blazers. And here's two examples, one that has a lot of fun to it and is bold, and then another that's very simple and classic that you can, pair with a graphic tee or a button up. A lot of stylists will say that a trench coat, for example, is something that is, good to pair. I love the look of it, and it just has that kind of freshness and fun to it. But a trench coat that also has just a basic tan color to it is also something that I think is a really great staple. And if listen to fashion stylists, they will say that as well. When it comes to a jean, I have evolved and jeans are kind of one of those things that every decade there is a staple kind of trend of jean. And as I've noticed that when I was younger, I really loved skinny jeans. They paired well with like a simple basic tee and a suit jacket and little booties, or for example. But now I've kind of gravitate now towards the boyfriend jeans, so a little bit of a straighter leg, a lot of looseness, just looks like it's been lived in. And these go well with, like, for example, this Adidas jacket that I'm wearing, or uh, this, the way that it works with just a blazer, for example, is perfect. How does this relate to me as my age? One thing I've noticed with growing my gray hair out is opportunities of what I wear have kind of opened up a little bit. And where I wear pattern and color, I can go a little bit more bolder with the hairstyle that I have. That's something that when I was younger, I didn't have. And maybe that's just a lot to do with, confidence and kind of finding your bearing and what your style is. But now I don't miss those opportunities. Like, even something as simple as accessories, and taking a bold accessory and how that plays, with your hair color, with your skin tone, those kinds of things. Like, it's just an opportunity to try something new, and you don't have to go crazy. And that's what's great about the capsule collection idea, is that you can really just start with a base and then start adding pieces that kind of evolve around that capsule, and just enjoy it and have fun, and don't think about what other people are saying, or if they frown upon you, because it doesn't matter. As long as you're comfortable and happy and something makes you feel good, that's really all that matters. I hope you enjoyed this segment today, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.